the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 21-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
15-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
To the running back.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
18 yards.
Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Number 39.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
For San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jay Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Moss, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. picks up 3 on that carry.
On the carry.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
At the 8-yard line.
Nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Niners 6, Seahawks nothing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now Gold for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Niners 13, Seahawks 7. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now. It's Moss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
Seahawks 35-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go one more.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Ball carrier. Fred Warner in on the tackle.
On second down, it's Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 56.
Garoppolo now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Carson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
This is Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
Jay Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Flush to his right.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Samuel.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
At the 21-yard line.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 65 yards on the ground.
65 yards. First down, Seattle.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run again with Carson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, That was well executed.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stays on his, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
31-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Mostert. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
12, fellas, here we go. Max 50. Here we go. Max 50. I'm here all day.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one to Swain, complete.
Wilson's pass.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey,
Now it's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Davis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Seattle.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
The play is a turnover on down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
On the play brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And all the way down to the 37. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Once again, it's Mostert.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 35 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. From From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
27, Seahawks 13.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, it's Davis. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Mike Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
Extra point.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Stay loose. Stay loose.
Today's final score, Niners.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end